we have been looking at the most incredible site by the docks, where Siemens is about to land, these great engineering firms are about to land this colossal, close encounters of the third kind type mothership, full of environmental technology, and it's extraordinarily exciting. And I'm very pleased that you've decided to do this, Andreas, Siemens, everybody else, because London is not only a world leader already in green technology, I would say, but we also have a hybrid government, don't we? A new and wonderful machine, a bit like a Prius, mainly propelled by good old Tory petrol, and intermittently switching to a small Lib Dem motor, gliding along in perfect silence. And I'm very glad that you're going to be landing this mothership here, Andreas, in the docks of what was once the great beating heart of the imperial British economy. If Britain was the workshop of the world, this was where the materials were unloaded, just outside. And it was here in the Thames Gateway that we invented the world's first long-distance electric power station here, the first industrial paper making, the first dock railway, the first UK oil shipments, first doing our bit for carbon emissions right back there in the 18th century. The story of London is starting to change, and it's becoming about a rebalancing towards the east. And I think we've learned some important lessons in the last 30 years. And the first and most important is you shouldn't persist in the romantic delusion that you can recreate exactly the same kind of manufacturing jobs that once existed. You can't wait for the old economy to return, but what you can do is create the conditions. You can prepare the flower bed, you can build the platform, and pick your metaphor, for the new economy to begin. Here are just some of the ways we propose to stimulate the green sectors of the London economy. We have started a vast retrofitting programme by which 200,000 London homes will be fitted with energy-saving devices by 2012. Cutting the bills of customers, giving employment to thousands of happy, bounding, dungareed retrofitting experts, or boiler bunnies, as Isabel Dedring, my environmental director, likes to call them. And we will be working with London boroughs to deliver a first wave of 10 low-carbon zones, 10 areas of London that are going to be competitively engaged, vying with each other to be the greenest, to reduce their CO2 output by 20.12%, you see what I mean, by 2012. And I can tell you that TfL has today announced a programme to move to light-emitting diode LED technology on 3,000 traffic lights beginning in August, and that will reduce the carbon output of each traffic light, I'm told, by 60%. We are championing decentralised energy across London, turning heat into power, the city's first ever decentralised energy master plan, so that we can coordinate the activity across London. We want, as I never tire of saying, to make London the electric vehicle, the low-carbon vehicle capital of the world. It already has more, we have more EVs in London than any other European city. We are putting in, before 2013, I think we're putting in 7,500 public charging points. We want to have 25,000 in place by 2015. Because whether you believe in, I believe in EVs. I think that they will be. That doesn't mean I don't believe in hydrogen, but I think that EVs represent a commonsensical and practical way forward. And we want to give Londoners the confidence to buy an EV as they come on the market, without worrying that the battery will go flat when they leave it in the supermarket car park. So we've got a brilliant idea. We're working with the supermarket to put charging points in the car parks. We want all new taxis to have zero tailpipe emissions by 2020. And as some of you may have seen, we are bringing back to London a Routemaster, a wonderful new, Routemaster style bus, which will not only be 15% cleaner, in the sense that it will emit 15% less CO2, considerably less, not 15% less CO2 than the current hybrid buses, but it'll be 40% cleaner than the current diesels. But we'll also, of course, restore the hop-on, hop-off, fall-over feature that was so loved and so valued by Londoners, and was such a wonderful way of integrating them with public transport in the urban environment, and that was, in my view, so wrongly taken away. We are stimulating a cycling revolution with cycle superhighways and a bike hire scheme, which will be to the Paris bike hire scheme, ladies and gentlemen, as a Rolls-Royce is to a De Chevaux. And it will be partly sponsored. And to cap it all, we are setting up a £500 million London Green Fund, using LDA money to leverage in 5 times as much private sector investment in new green technology in this city. So those are some of the, so what have we got so far? We've got the transport infrastructure. We've got the policy mix that you need to stimulate green jobs. What else do you need to have a revolution in green technology in this city, to make the city the green capital of the world? What else do you need? You need the human capital. And we have, I think, I'm right in saying 75% of the world's carbon trading desks here in the City of London. We've got 17 universities that are engaged, 80 departments are engaged in the study of climate change and renewables. So we've got the people, we've got the brains, we've got the financial expertise, we've got the transport, we've got the policy stimulus going to place, we've got the money going to place from the public sector, even though that, of course, is a wasting asset at the moment. What else do you need? You need the place. No, you need a location. You need the place, and that is what of course we've got here. We are setting up the Green Enterprise District here in the docks, going east along the river, along the Thames Gateway, and that's why I'm so pleased that Siemens have decided to land this mothership on this site and be the spearhead of that new Green Enterprise District. Ladies and gentlemen, folks, it was London's green technology in the form of Basinget's sewers that defeated the Great Stink in the summer of 1858, wasn't it? And it was London technology that defeated the Great Smog in 1952, with smokeless zones and the switch to gas and all the rest of it. And even though the Great Smog, I think, killed 20,000 people, we forget that. We are now facing, as a species, as a planet, we now face a challenge greater than either of them. And I know that on the good old principle that where there's muck, there's brass, it will be London technology and London enterprise that not only helps to sort out carbon emissions at home and abroad. I know that London is ideally placed to share in the £3 trillion investment we expect to see in the global green economy over the next decade. If we capitalise on that, on our natural genius, our innovative skills, we put in the right infrastructure, we have the right policy mix, we continue to stimulate green jobs and green investments as we must, then we have a chance to harness the investments that we're making in London, harness the Olympics, and 9.3 billion we're putting into the Olympic Park, to drive change and improvement, not just in East London, but throughout the whole city, with wonderful urban rail projects, cycling, and all the rest of the things that we're doing. But also we have a chance to rebalance London and to start to tell a different story about this city, and giving hope to communities that have been historically deprived, taking an area, this area, that was once the victim of technological change, and making it a leader in green technology. And establishing London, therefore, not only as the artistic, cultural, financial capital of the world, but as one of the cleanest, greenest, and most environmentally innovative cities on earth. That is what we want to achieve with our Green Enterprise District. And that's why I hope and believe that the Siemens announcement that we've heard today is just the beginning. Thank you very much.